Good morning. So, this is the first time I used my voice. Oh no. I did scare Ben in the kitchen. So, I said the words. I was hoping to scare you. And he said you did. So, that's a pretty good way to start off joyfully in the morning. But anyhow, it's like too dark for you to see my face. Do you want me to prove it? This is my face, a shadow within a shadow. Anyhow, the time is 6:15, and this is part of my plan for improving my life. So you can continue your housework or your activity where you can't use your eyes and you can only use your ears to listen to a YouTube video. How does that sound? We'll walk, or I'll walk, and I'll tell you my tale of woe. Not really, but anyhow. So in November 2019, I had baby number 10, which is James, beautiful James. And then I remember the beginning of March 2020, starting to hear these rumors about how we just need to stay home for 2 weeks. Just stay home for 2 weeks because, stuff's happening in the world. And honestly, back in 2020, in March 2020, I was relieved because I was really struggling emotionally with a lot of things to do with extended family that I was like, it'll give me a breather. It'll give me a break. Well, how was I to know that basically that way of just 2 more weeks lasted until 2023. And if you go to the shops and look around, you'll occasionally see people that still seem stuck back in that period of time. But I'm getting to my point as I walk. It seems way darker for you guys than it is for me. But we are approaching winter. So anyhow, back to the story. So like I said, I had James the end of 2019, and I sometimes look back at the Katherine that existed in 2020, in 2021, and 2022, and I kind of wonder who she was, because while I'm being all like reflective and psychoanalyzing, obviously a coping mechanism I had was to exercise. So this path that I'm walking on now, I walked on this path hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And interestingly enough, when the government decided that they weren't overreaching enough, they imposed a 5-kilometer radius rule upon us. We could not move outside of that. They expected us to be fully masked in public, like on a walking path like this. I am currently walking. There is not a single person around. There's a couple of magpies and some cockatoos waking up. So it's a really crazy time. I think all of like my nervous channeled energy or whatever you call it culminated in me doing a few things. So, one, I started posting just funny, crazy topics on my local notice board. I started a YouTube channel. I started making quilts, or finishing quilts that I had in my cupboard. And I started exercising. So basically my exercise routine was walking. Then I started doing group exercise classes. And I started flipping a big, huge truck tire we have in our backyard. And I jumped on a trampoline 100 times every day. And I played a PlayStation game called Beat Saber every day. So that was the way I coped. But diet-wise, I went on the keto diet. I followed the keto rules exactly. And I lost a ton of weight. It was like the first time really in my life that I was ever complimented on how good I looked. In the past, it was strange. I would get compliments like, kind of like this. Considering you have so many children, you look great. 2, wow, you look great. I didn't even know. It wasn't even like at a conscious level how stressed and worried I was, because I knew that everything that was happening was wrong. I walked the path. I ate didn't eat the foods. I exercised. I worked out. I punished myself. I did also write like snail mail, like handwritten letters and cards to my friends, which, by the way, if you watch my other video, I actually sent the 2 cards that I wrote, and that was really exciting. And it actually made me start thinking about walking again. So then I survived the lockdowns, didn't fall pregnant miraculously during the lockdowns, unlike everybody else who did. And then at the end of 2023, I had beautiful baby Luke. So Luke is, I don't even know what day it is, but he's approaching 4 months old. He is an absolute joy. He's wonderful. I love him. And I realized that because of me being silly sausage, that Luke could probably have slept through the night earlier than he has. But anyhow, at 3 months and whatever weeks, he's officially been sleeping through the night for quite a few weeks now. Maybe the whole month. I don't know. So Ben had said, no working out, don't strain yourself, don't do anything until at least the baby's sleeping through the night. And then he started sleeping through the night, and it's almost like it had a reverse effect on me where I just kept sleeping. Luke is in our bedroom, so you can't really set off a loud alarm because then you'll defeat the purpose of your whole plan. I just made a decision. All I needed to do last night was go to bed, right? But instead, I did a throwback, old school style, and I put the porridge on the stovetop ready to go for this morning, for the children. And I actually naturally woke up at like 5:36, which was quite amazing if you think about it. And then I was like, do it, Katherine, just do it. Remember that other video where I said as soon as you're starting to think, can't be bothered, do it. That's the time. So I'm up, I'm walking, I'm talking to you guys. I can hear the distant noises of traffic behind me, and the birds are starting to wake up. I'm up. I put my shoes on. there's my shoes. I scared my husband in the kitchen and I quickly snuck out of the house to go on a walk. And I thought, for this maiden voyage, for this first walk, I talked to you guys. Easy peasy. I miraculously managed to wake up before my alarm. The alarm was set to go off at 6. I set my clothes out the night before. I am winning no fashion awards. And honestly, the reason why I guess I shared this story about what I used to do back in the lockdowns was I seem to have this laser focus. And I said to Ben the other day, remember that Katherine who got everything done and more? Those other YouTubers out there that say, get it all done in one day, clean the whole house with me, massive to-do list, blah, blah, blah. I was the OG, all right? I was doing that for years, but I was also really stressed out. I was really not coping with a lot of things. I was realizing there were a lot of things from the past that were bubbling up that I didn't even really know about, and I was really sad. So I was sad about lots of things, channeled it into exercising and working out, eating healthy, and I really like being thin, but I want to do it in the right ways. And going back to being the old Katherine back in the day, I said to Ben, I want to be that old Katherine minus the stress. Shirley, hey Shirley, I can do it. I have to continue to cling to and embrace this can-do attitude. I can lose weight and get fit and strong. I can be successful on my YouTube channel. I can move house. And I'm not even talking about that other stuff that people go on about. They talk about manifesting. Nah. But a lot starts with starting to try to believe in yourself, even if it's 1%. And every day, I have the goal to be 1% better. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try my best to be the best I can be. And then keep working, keep trying, keep pushing, keep trying to be the best I can be to show myself I did this. Katherine did it. And to encourage you, enter your name here. You did it. You did it. You did it. It doesn't have to be exercise and losing weight. It can be if you make a solemn promise to yourself that you're never going to yell at your kids again. Though there's people everywhere now. Other people. Hang on, once I get past this guy, I'll talk more. You might have made a promise to yourself that you're going to stop yelling at your kids. You can do it. You might have made a promise to yourself that you're going to be a better wife. You can do it. But you got to make it happen. If you have real ratbag kids, a part of this is going to be a hard pill to swallow, is you got to take accountability for your role in that. It's true. I'm laying it on. But it's because I want you to win. I am the friend who will sacrifice my neck on the chopping block for the sake of you. I've done it before. It often doesn't work out well for people like us who are willing to be truthful and honest. and not just be one of those, you're amazing, and it's completely disingenuous, and not really one of those people. I'm definitely the real deal. But yeah, I'm nearly home, which is why I'm pointing the phone to the ground, because I'm like a secret spy. But hopefully this kind of chat and walking has helped you think about a few things, helped you think, what do I, enter your name here, want to change? Might not be 16 goals. There might be 1, 5, 10, 35, or 100. I want to change my whole life, guys. The whole bit. Really happy with husband and children, so they will remain. But 1% every day is way better than 1% every 5 years, or every time you're close to burnout.